Eleanor had everything a woman could ask for, a beautiful home wealth and a husband who adored her. Her life was polished, like a glass house perched on the edge of a cliff. Delicate, perfect, but one crack and everything would shatter. That crack came in the form of Adrian Wolfe. He was her husband's closest friend, a man who had stood beside them at their wedding, who dined at their table, who laughed at their jokes. He was charming, reckless, and dangerous in ways she could never admit. She had known him for years. But one summer evening, with the air thick with wine and unsaid words, she saw him differently. It started with a glance, a touch that lingered a second too long, a conversation that meant nothing but felt like everything. They told themselves it was nothing. A game, a thrill. But when a storm rolled in one night, trapping them in the estate while her husband was away, the game ended. The air was electric between them, charged with everything they had ignored for so long. The firelight cast shadows against the walls as he stepped closer. She could have walked away. She should have, but she didn't. The kiss was slow, forbidden, and when they finally pulled away, they both knew there was no turning back. That night the glass house cracked. Days turned into stolen moments, whispers behind closed doors, fingers brushing under candlelight. Every secret meeting felt like a blade against the life she had built, but she couldn't stop. She didn't want to. Then came the night of the gala. The night her husband took her hand and spun her across the ballroom floor, while Adrian watched from the shadows. And that was the moment she saw it. The same hunger in his eyes, the same fire that burned inside her, but also something else, something terrifying. Possession. Adrian was no longer content with stolen moments. He wanted more. He wanted all of her. And for the first time, she realized the man she had fallen for wasn't just dangerous. He was ruthless. She tried to end it. She wrote him a letter, left it where only he would find it. But when she returned home that night, her husband was waiting for her. And beside him, holding the letter in his hand, was Adrian. The glass house didn't just crack. It shattered. Would you like a different ending? Or maybe a different kind of immoral relationship? Something darker or more tragic?